Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Cut the Core Lunch and Learn series. I am your co-host, Johanna, here with Cedric Lafleur. Welcome, Cedric.
Well, hello, Joanna, and welcome. I'm excited for today.
I'm excited too. Well, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Time, a new Cut the Core Lunch and Learn series will release. Make sure you download your show notes as your takeaway gift. We're going to put those down in the link below in the comments, correct, Cedric?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So you might ask, what is Cut the Cord? Well, it is a 30-minute training that airs on our Facebook and YouTube pages, and it is going to elevate your mindset. It's going to help you set goals. It's going to make you get outside of your comfort zone. It's going to help you start saying things like, I'm already good enough. I earned it. I'm smart enough to do it. I am because I am, Cedric. It is going to help our audience too, Cedric, to give the it factor, to visualize it, to pray about it, to plan it, work for it, to live it. Don't give up on it. We have a special gift for you today. So make sure you download it. It is your Advanced Attraction Inspirational Journal. It's going to be down in the link in the comments. So consider this to be your early Thanksgiving gift.
Right? Awesome. Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right. I'm excited about it. Folks, before I get started here, let me tell you this story. It's hard to drop the ball if you never carried a ball. See, some people don't want to carry the ball because they want to be able to say, I didn't mess up. See, two high school teams were going to the state championship, and one of the teams thought they would win the game for sure because they had this great running back called Calhoun. This was a major game. It was for all the marbles. Much to the surprise of Calhoun, the entire first quarter, he never ran the ball. He never touched it. It was a defensive battle. The score was tied 0-0. And by halftime, it was still tied. And in the words of Justin Wilson from Louisiana, he'd say tied, meaning 0-0. And in fact, at halftime, people were thinking, wow, Calhoun never really touched the ball yet. Well, by third quarter, the people started yelling, give Calhoun the ball. The end of the third quarter, the score still was tied 0-0. Players were being carried off the field because it was such a tough battle. Finally, in the fourth quarter, everybody was yelling, give Calhoun the ball. Give Calhoun the ball. Calhoun comes out of the huddle. He looks up to the crowd and he says, Calhoun don't want the ball. You see, folks, sometimes people don't want to get the ball. They just want to be on the team. There was this old joke about the Pope, where the Pope was sick and needed a heart transplant, and everybody wanted the Pope to get a heart transplant. But finally, the Pope said, I have an idea. I'm going to blow this feather, and whoever it lands on, you will have to give me your heart. Now, the people were excited and said, drop the feather, drop the feather. Then when the feather started falling and got close by, people started blowing the feather away from them. Nobody wanted that feather by them, right? See, there are individuals like Calhoun and people like those people. They want to be on the team, but they don't want to commit to the entire thing. They don't want to be all in. Now, the question for you is, who would you like to have around you? Who do you want on your team? Who do you want carrying the ball? Who do you want carrying your team? The second question is, what would you like to accomplish?
Wow, Cedric, I just love that. That part where you say people that want to be on the team, but they don't want to commit to the entire thing. I just love that because it does resonate with me. It's definitely a fact. Now, who would you like to have around you? The law of magnetism on the 21 irrefutable law says that who you are is who you will attract. Leaders attract people like themselves. Find people who believe in what you believe, but think different thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Cedric, the law of process. The law of process says that leadership develops daily, not in a day. Cedric, I don't know if you remember this old saying that says champions don't become champions in the ring. They're merely recognized there. And that's true. I
Yeah,
don't know if you remember it, but that's so true, right? Because
absolutely.
if you want, this is what I think, Cedric, if you want to see where someone develops into a champion, look at their daily routine. Consider who you surround yourself with in a routine basis. You know, Background and values, that's another big thing. People typically attract people with similarities in life,
Mhm.
similar life experience, similar people, with the same wealth, similar leadership abilities. That's a fact.
Absolutely. Yeah, you always want to surround yourself with people who, like you said, um, believe what you believe, but think different thoughts. I definitely do that. And see, advanced attraction is really what we're honing in on today. See, when you know who you are and you know what you want, you then know the type of people you like and want to be around. Just think about that for a second, right? See, impacting leaders see more and they see before everybody else. Let me say that again. They see more and they see before everybody else. That's just what impacting leaders do. So here's a challenge question I have for you. And you need to write this down. Who wants to see more and who wants to see before? If you're in that audience and you want to see more and you want to see before, just type in the comments, I do. Now you're not getting married, but just say, I do. Okay.
Uh, I love
Don't get confused now. Just type in the comments. If you want to see more and you want to see before, then just type in I do in the comments. All right, fellas, I know you might be getting scared. So, all right, so here's some typical responses we get when we ask people this type question and to think through this. One is it requires a vision of the future. Number two is it requires reflection of the past. And number three, it requires preparation. See, you have to see the future. You got to remember, reflect on the past, and then you got to start getting prepared for it. See, here's another example. See, when you're pairing of who you are and who you want, it needs to be synced up. You see, are you going to get what you don't want? It's not going to work properly. It's sort of like when you're trying to pair your Bluetooth devices, right? If the pairing doesn't work, if you don't put in the right code, right, it doesn't pair up, it doesn't sync up, and it just won't work. So type in the comments, I do, if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and type in the comments myself, I do.
I love it. See, the other thing is, Cedric, are you attracting people where you are or where you're going? You see, let's identify who you are first. The law of awareness, it's one of the very first laws in the book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And this law basically says that you must know yourself to grow yourself. In John's studies of personal growth, he comes to see people in three categories when it comes to self-awareness. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, Cedric, if you allow me, of course. So the first category is dazed and confused people. You see, these people lack a sense of purpose. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they would like to do. They're jumping from one thing to the next, hoping that they can fall into something that fits. They will never improve because they have no benchmark, no goals, no real passion that drives them in a focused direction. Don't you know people like that, Cedric?
Yeah, Johanna, and it's amazing, but it drives me crazy when I'm talking to people like that. It's just like they're just all over the place.
Absolutely. The other kind of people that John identifies is the people that fit to be tied. These folks are frustrated. They know what they want, but they are not doing anything to get there. They're worried about the cost of pursuing their passion, how it will affect their income, their family, their reputation. They're afraid and waiting for circumstances to align so they can move forward. They're going to miss their potential. That's the bottom line here.
Mhm.
And then there's these other type of people, full to the brim.
Full
This
to the brim. I love
full
that.
to the brim. These people, they know where they are, Cedric. They have a great sense of self-awareness. They know where they're passionate about in life, and they're actively doing the things to learn, to grow, and go after their purpose. These people, Cedric, they're just fulfilled. And I know you're fulfilled.
Absolutely, I'm fulfilled. I absolutely love. That's why I say every day when people ask me how I'm doing, I said I am great because I am greatly fulfilled. What about yourself?
I am fulfilled too, and I keep fulfilling myself even more every day.
That's awesome. So folks, are you fulfilled? If you are, then go ahead and say I'm fulfilled. Just type it in the comments. I'm fulfilled. So, here's a question for you. Who do you want to around you for where you want to go? Who do you want around you for where you want to go? Meaning, are the people around you today going to help you get to where you want to be tomorrow, next week, next month, next year? See, you got to think about that. You got to just slow down and you got to think about that question. Right. So here's an exercise that you can do. I love having exercises for people to do, not physical fitness, because I'm not doing all that stuff, but just a mental exercise that you can do. So what you have to do is you have to make a list of all the people who are around you today. Now you're gonna get scared. You're gonna get worried. You gotta write down all the people that are around me today. Remember, you're just the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. So put them down on the list. It's okay. All right. We're not making any judgments. All right. So then what you're gonna do is put a check mark next to the ones that can help you go to a higher level. Just look at each person. Here's Samantha. Can she help me get to a higher level? Yes. Here's Peter. Can he help me get to a high level? No. That's all you got to do is put a check mark. Okay. Now, once you have that check mark, and again, this is a personal list. We're not going to help you share. We're going to ask you to share this with anyone. So just be honest with yourself. Then make a list of those people who you would like to have around you. That's the next thing. Right. So first, you're going to make a list of your current people, then put a check mark next to the ones who can help you go to a higher level. Then you're going to make a list of people you would like to have around you, people that you believe can help add value to you and that will help, that you believe can help take you to where you want to be. Right. Got to be honest with that list. Now, the challenge is this. And it's the law of intentionality states, in order for growth to happen, we must be intentional. So now that you have your list, what you're going to do is with the people that can help you go to a higher level, you're going to be intentional for the next week in trying to build relationships in some type of capacity with those people. You see, folks, now I'm going to stop right here and say this. If you really are intentional about growing yourself, if you're really serious about going to a whole nother level, you'll do this exercise and you'll see it will pay off rewards for you when you do it. All right. Make sure you go download the link, and you might have to go to my YouTube page and get it because Facebook is not letting me post that for some reason on Facebook. They keep taking the link down, but it's an advanced attraction inspiration journal for you. And I'm telling you, it's a very good journal. So go ahead and get that journal, or you can send us an email and we can email that journal out to you. I'm going to put my email address in the comments so that way, if you need to just email me and then tell me you want that journal, and I'll email that journal to you. So what would you like to accomplish? That's the next part of this. What would you like to accomplish? See, it's a mental process to help clarify where you're going. Oh man, I love this next part that we're about to go through. So put on your seatbelt and buckle up and get ready. See, your mind will think things to get you what you want. See, you will start thinking different thoughts than before. See, this is what advanced attraction is all about. You'll start thinking strategic versus tactical, big picture versus small mind, high level versus low level. You'll start having discerned thinking. That's what advanced attraction will do. The next thing it's going to do, your eyes will help you see things to get you what you want. See, your vision will become crystal clear. See, you're going to take your glasses off. Well, wait a minute, Cedric. Don't get too carried away here. I need my glasses so I can see.
Need my glasses too, Cedric.
Yeah, I got a little carried away, folks. Sorry about that. But the next thing is your heart will help you feel things to get what you want. See, you will develop and show compassion for others. The next thing is your attitude will believe things to get you what you want. See, you will go from reactive to proactive, reactive to proactive, reactive to proactive, reactive to proactive. I absolutely love that. See, the next thing is your mouth will say things to get you what you want. See, you will begin to talk differently. People are going to say, "Whoa, what's going on with Cedric there? He's talking a little bit different. Wow, Johanna, I see that she's talking at a whole higher level than before." People will notice those things. And lastly, your life will attract things to get you what you want. See, you will see a transformation in your life experiences. You will see a transformation in your daily walk. You will see a transformation in everything that you do. You'll see a transformation in the people around you, in the things that they say to you, in the things that come to you, and opportunity comes. Oh, let me stop right there, Johanna, because I'm about to, Lord have mercy. I'm getting
Well, let's take a look at some of the benefits. And I absolutely love that, Cedric. Everything you just mentioned, it's absolutely crystal clear, and this is why advanced attraction is so important. Here are some more benefits. Knowing who you are helps you understand who you will attract, Cedric. That's why awareness is so important here, right? Knowing who you are also allows you to change qualities in yourself that you desire in others. Also, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, gets you started. And that's very important. Gets you started. We need to, and we said that last week, the name of the game here is action. You need to get started. You see, a person with a big vision will attract people that have a big vision too. However, if you're a person with no vision, you will attract people with no vision also. That's as simple as that, Cedric. So here's a challenge for you. Let's take a few minutes and discuss the differences and the impact of thinking big versus small-mindedness. Okay, so knowing what you want. Here we go. So knowing what you want increases and sustain your focus. You see, smart thinking turns into sustained thinking. Depth and maturity comes to people with advanced attraction, Cedric. Now, the law of victory, here's what the law of victory says. Leaders communicate until they see results. Let me show you, and here again, I'm going to elaborate this a little bit more, Cedric, because for our audience out here that are spiritual, I'm going to share with you all this Bible scripture. I'm going to share Isaiah 55 from 1 through 11. It says, his word will get you results. His word will furnish tools and resources. His word will meet your needs. His word will perform his will. His word will satisfy the soul of the hearers. Wow.
Ooh, man, Johanna, you are just, look at you throwing in some scripture. I love it.
It's lovely. And in order to get those higher levels, people around you, you must operate in advanced attraction.
Absolutely. Advanced attraction is the thing that changes your trajectory. It changes who you are, where you're going, how you get there, because it starts attracting people that around you that can help take you to a whole nother level. See, to recruit a candidate for a board position on my nonprofit, I had to raise my level of leadership. See, if I wanted that level of person on my board, then I had to change my level of leadership. I had to change my style of communication. I had to approach this candidate at a different level than I did to attract a few ground soldiers in my group. See, knowing what you want has compounding returns. See, if you don't know what you are looking for, how will you ever get it? See, think about it. Then consider what type of person you are today and which type of person you want to become. Think about this if you have a sales team, right? Who do you have on your sales team right now today? And do you need higher level people on the team? So what are you going to do to start attracting those 8s and 9 versus 1s and 2s? What are you going to do to start attracting those people that can help your finance team go to a different level, your contracting team go to a different level? What are you going to do to attract those high level marketing people to take your marketing team to a whole nother level? So you got to do things differently. You have to write it down and you got to look at it every day. You have to write it down and you have to look at it every day to make sure that you're focused, and then make sure that that advanced attraction works in your life, and whether it's personal life, spiritual life, community, your career, wherever it is. See, what you have to do is you got to find inspiration everywhere you look. And I'm gonna give you some examples, Johanna, of how you can find inspiration everywhere. See, most people don't think about these. So you can find inspiration playing with your children. You can find inspiration volunteering at a senior center. You can find inspiration making up a story, going sailing, watching cartoons, drinking a cup of tea, growing flowers. Inspiration comes everywhere. Johanna, you said the other day that you find inspiration when you're in the shower, right? Yeah. So you can find inspiration everywhere. See, inspiration takes hold when you're passionate about achieving something and confident that you can do it. See, these simple daily exercises that we gave you will help you to feel more motivated and take action. It'll get you from sitting on a couch to running down the street. It'll get you from sitting on the side, standing on the sidelines to being in the game, get you from not carrying a ball to carrying a ball. See, spending just a few minutes a day going through the prompts in the journal that we gave you can make a big difference. See, you'll figure out what's holding you back and open up new possibilities, new opportunities, new everything in your life. See, that's what this Advanced Attraction Inspirational Journal will help you with. So I put the link out there. It's showing up on my YouTube page, and Facebook keeps taking it down when I put it. So send me an email. My email is in the comments, and Johanna can put our email in the comments as well, and we can send you that journal. All you have to do is just ask for it. I guarantee you won't regret having this journal. There's no charge for it. There's no charge for it. You don't have to buy something or anything like this. Send us an email if you want the journal, and we'll get it. Or you can just go right to my YouTube, and the link is there on YouTube, and you can just download the link.
Absolutely. Wow, I love that. I love this topic of advanced attraction, Cedric. I just think that, that quote, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Yes. I think this law describe that quote very, very well. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you want to start seeing some results, some action in your life, put into practice, go ahead and download the journal that we've got for you, and most importantly, put into action, put into practice those practical tools that we've shared with you. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. I definitely enjoyed this very, very much. Thank you for tuning in into another Cut the Cord Lunch and Learn series. We really appreciate you. And, our goal is to help you and your teams to go to a higher level. We want to hear from you. Tell us, how are we doing? Are you liking it so far? How can we better serve you and your teams? what is your team struggling with? Is it maybe communication? Is it teamwork? Maybe collaboration, creativity, or maybe they're not being authentic? Let us know. We would love to know. And hey, if you think this teaching today, it's going to add value to someone, go ahead and share this, with your contacts, and just go ahead and share it with people, because you don't know who might need this out there, right, Cedric? And that's what we want here. We want to serve as many people as we possibly can. So send us a message with the subject line, cut the cord, and then our emails is going to be in the comments. Again, Cedric's email is cedric.lafleur2@gmail.com. And my email is joannarincon.internalalignment@gmail.com.
Yes, absolutely. This has been a great session today. And folks, if you enjoyed it, just go ahead and type in yes, YES in the comments. Just let us know that you enjoyed the session today. And I will guarantee you, folks, if you put the power of advanced attraction in place in your life, in your professional life, in your personal life, your spiritual life, your social life, I guarantee you everything that you want in life will come to fruition. It's just no doubt about it, because it changes the way you think, changes the way you see things, changes the way you hear things, changes the way that you talk. It's just wonderful. And let me tell you what, folks, and Johanna doesn't know I'm going to say this, but I believe that Johanna, in fact, I know that Johanna has put in her life advanced attraction, because I see it. I see her walk different. I see her actions are different. I see everything that she's done. Everything about her is totally different. So I know that advanced attraction is working in her life. I'm sorry I had to put you on the spot like that, but
No, I agree with you. I'm definitely taking action, and I'm seeing the results, and I'm sure I'm going to see even more results. So definitely practicing the advanced attraction in my life for sure.
well, that is awesome. Well, folks, you guys have a great rest of your day. We're going to get out of here and let you enjoy the rest of your day. And I could go for another 30 minutes right now, but we're not going to do that. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your lunch, and we will catch you next Wednesday for another version of what, Johanna?
Cut the Cord Lunch and Learn series.
Awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye.